Hey, this is Jess with Jess Reviews Reviews, in which I take a random object in my home, I review it, and then I see how the Amazon reviews compared to my experience. So, in my last video, I talked about Alba Baby cloth diapers, and I also talked more generally about my cloth diapering experience, which is not super extensive. I'm still pretty new to it. I've only been doing it for a few months. Today, I wanted to talk about the Ubbi Diaper Pail and also get more into the specifics of how I cloth diaper, what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. So, this is the Ubbi Diaper Pail. Here it is. It is pretty much the diaper pail you see around the most, I think. You pull this open, this slides open to put the to receive the dirty diaper, and it has a little lock function so that kids can't mess with it. And then in order to change the diaper, it has basically like a hand that goes in here. It's a little hook shape and it holds your liner in there. And then when you need to empty it, you just open it, you pull out the liner, and you put in a new liner. So if you're using disposables, that is a usually a plastic liner. You just take it out, you put it in the trash. I am using cloth diapers, and one of the big concerns with using cloth diapers for me was that it was going to smell bad. And there are a lot of people who have these things called wet bags that they just kind of put the cloth diaper in, and it just didn't. There, I was just worried that it would smell like to have a bag of dirty cloth diapers hanging somewhere in my room. So I did a little research and I found these liners that are actually cloth that are made for the Ubbi diaper pail. I will link to these as well. They have a little drawstring here and they fit perfectly into this diaper pail. And what I do, so your classic diaper change. As I mentioned in my last video, I have a pocket and liner system. So that means that there is a liner that is absorbent that goes in the cloth diaper. Both parts do get washed because both parts get dirty. But what happens is I take off the dirty diaper, I take out the liner, and then I put both the diaper and the liner into my Ubbi diaper pail. And when I am ready to wash those diapers, I take out the whole bag, I empty it into directly into my washer, and then I do a rinse and spin cycle on that. And oh, also, this goes, the liner, it goes into the washer as well. I do a rinse and spin cycle, and then I do a wash cycle with detergent and then I put it in the dryer and dry it off. So that is kind of how my diapering system works right now. It's worked really well for me. It's been pretty smooth. Um, and the Ubbi diaper pail really has like I haven't had any issues with it. The scent, there's not been any terrible smell in the room, so that's been good. For me, it's like really a pretty solid, like 4.8 star product, but let's see what the Amazon reviews have to say. All right, I have pulled up the Amazon reviews and looks like, so this is the Ubbi diaper pail that I have. It's a little pricey, but it is worth it, to be honest. Looks like it has a 4.6, so pretty close to what I had guessed with a 4.8. It has a lot of ratings, so that's actually pretty impressive for something to have that many stars with 20,000 ratings. That's quite a few. Um, it looks like this person says this is something that really was worth it as a new parent. Um, I completely agree. Like, there's a lot of confusion about what you actually need as a parent, and there's also a lot of confusion, to be fair, with cloth diapering. Like, what do you actually need? And I was going back and forth for a while on whether I actually needed a like fancier diaper pail, but I'm really glad I got this because I really don't have to worry about the smells on this. Um, and yeah, a lot looks like, I mean, it is a diaper pail, so it is a fairly basic product. There's not a ton to say about it. Um, Better than Diaper Genie. I haven't used a Diaper Genie, so I can't really compare on that regard. Let's see if we have critical reviews here. Um, People love how it looks. It does look pretty nice. It is nice that it comes in a lot of different colors, that's for sure. Um, Very ordinary bin. I mean, yeah, it is kind of. This person looks like they're comparing Ubi versus Diaper Genie. And the Diaper Genie only lasts about 2 years. I've only had my pail for as long as my child has been alive, so about 4 months now. Anyway, so I can't really speak to its longevity, to be honest. So I guess people saying great for 1 to 2 years, then you need to replace. That could very well be true. I mean, it does have a slidey top bit that I could see potentially failing. It's fine, nothing special. I mean, I think that that's fair to say it is a diaper pail, but for a diaper pail, it does a good job. Um, People say that this person says that it does smell bad. I haven't had that experience, but I guess that could just be me. Um, People they say it's small. So the size of it actually for me is a pro because I don't want a ton of diapers building up. Like I can only let those diapers. So more context for my diapering system. I usually end up going through and washing diapers every, like, I want to say 2.5 days. So I will usually end up washing a load of maybe 20 diapers, which is what I can fit around the maximum that I could fit in this pail. So that is, for me, plenty. If I were using disposables and I was just like constantly putting things in there, it might be a little bit small, to be honest. But I am not using disposables. I'm using this as a cloth diaper pail. So for me, this is actually a good thing. Um, Feature, not a bug. So I feel like I do line up pretty closely with what people are saying. Like it is a diaper pail. I mean, again, I do like that it comes in a lot of different colors. You can really kind of pick what goes with your nursery. I also will throw out there that I have seen a lot of these on like Facebook Marketplace, people getting rid of these. So if you wanted to get one, you didn't want to buy one new, I think there would probably be a lot of options. And that might be something worth looking into. But yeah, this has been, I think it is actually this diaper pail, half of our cloth diapering system that makes it possible for this to work. Because if I had a stinky bag of diapers just like stinking up the nursery, I don't think that would I don't think I'd be inclined to continue. So the fact that I can keep the odors contained, and like I said, it's really easy to just pull out this cloth liner, dump it straight into the washer, and then toss the cloth liner into. Again, I feel like I need to haven't done a good job explaining. I do a rinse and spin cycle with no detergent, followed by a normal cycle with detergent, and then put in the dryer. So that is my process. It is very simple and it is working for me. And I am really glad to have this diaper pail as part of that. So it definitely gets a real have big thumbs up from me. If you have any questions or thoughts about cloth diapering, please share them in the comments. I feel like it's such a there's so much to say about it, and I feel like I'm probably missing something. And I would love to be helpful if I can, if folks have questions. I'd also love to get advice if people have advice, because I am in this only for a few months now, and maybe I'll run into problems once my baby starts eating solid and has solid poop that has to go in the toilet. But this has been a good experience so far, and yeah, that is my review.